Hey friends, we're here with Home Safety Hotline again, and today we're actually not going to be playing anything. I am just going to read to you. Home Safety Hotline is filled with all sorts of different disturbing entities, and once you beat the game, you unlock the full list of all these entities in the entry browser menu. Now, our playthrough of this game was a blast, and if you haven't seen it, I really highly recommend you check it out. But we didn't really get to spend any time actually reading all of these entries together. So, with you, I'm going to go through every single one. I think this will be a lot of fun. I think it'll be special in a way. This is something we haven't really done before. Now, before we get started, I would like to address something I've seen in the comments just a little bit all throughout my time on YouTube. There are actually quite a few of you that say you actually think I have a great voice, which is something that means a lot to me because I've always been very self-conscious about my voice. So firstly, I want to say, thank you for the kind words. They mean more than you guys will ever know. And I'm also realizing that maybe when it comes to my voice, being self-conscious about it is a very human thing. I feel as though when most people hear themselves on a recording, they're kind of iffy on how they sound. And because of that, it may lead someone to believe that they have an annoying voice or that they have a voice that no one wants to hear. And maybe that's the same trap I fell into. I guess this is a long way of saying, never let your insecurities hold you back from what you really want out of life. What somebody else thinks of you should have no bearing on whether or not you choose to pursue your life's passion. It does not matter what one single person thinks about what you do. If it's your driving force for getting out of bed, if it's what makes you smile, that is all that matters. I love you guys very much, and I hope you're safe. And with that being said, let's spend some time reading together about the entities of Home Safety Hotline. Okay, I moved my head over a bit, and I ratcheted the text size up to the maximum so that just in case you guys want to read along, you can do that. I also changed the formatting a bit of the actual operating system itself, so we have a blue and gray kind of color scheme to our reading session today. So I'm just going to go through the list here, and we're going to start with an animation. Now, some of these do come with sound clips to play, and I will assure you that we will listen to every single one. So if you guys want to know more about these cryptids, or, some of these actual common household pests, we're going to learn about them together. This right here is the animation. Animations are any miniature humanoid figure, such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes that are capable of moving on their own. Homeowners with animations most commonly report hearing clattering noises at night and missing or stolen household objects. Now here's its danger. Animations are usually not directly dangerous to humans and will ignore them entirely as they go about their business, but their presence in a household may indicate the interest of other potentially dangerous parties, and the solution to getting rid of one. Most animations will depart or collapse on their own after completing their intended function, and no further action is needed. If an animation persists for more than a few days in a single location, it may be a sign of more dangerous activity. In these cases, it's advised to contact the HSH's Pest Removal Services. Man, if I had an animation running around my home, I think I would die of a panic attack, if that is even possible. Here we go, in alphabetical order. This is the attic gnome. I gotta say, hats off to the artist of this game. I absolutely love the imagery in this game. Let's go ahead and listen to what these things sound like. So imagine being in your home and you hear that up in your attic. Let's check out its description. Attic gnomes are a subspecies of gnome known to nest in attics and ceilings. Homeowners infested with attic gnomes will often report a knocking or rapping sound coming from their ceilings, or a surplus of dust coming out of their ventilation systems. Attic gnomes' feeding habits can often be a boon to homeowners as they consume dust, cobwebs, and household pests such as spiders in large quantities. However, when frightened, they will violently expel their meals, which can send large quantities of dust particulates into the air, causing air quality issues in the household, and they're very easily frightened. Well, that sounds like way more trouble than it's worth. Solution: to remove an attic gnome from the household, it is recommended to dust and clean your attics and ceilings regularly, as to avoid giving it a source of food. This will also prevent other attic gnomes from nesting in your home. Yeah, this sounds like more of a nuisance than anything. Doesn't seem to be a danger necessarily, and for some reason, if you can have an attic gnome in your house without scaring it, gets rid of bugs for you. Not too bad. Okay, now this is definitely one of the stranger ones. These are autumn vines, but these are not everyday, ordinary vines. Let's go ahead and listen. Wow. I wonder if that's like just the noise it generates, or if that's the sound of the wind going through the vines. Who knows? Let's check out the description. Autumn vines are vines with orange or red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. Homeowners with autumn vines will often report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. The pheromones autumn vines release in the air, while not toxic, can often cause household accidents thanks to their blissful, dizzying effects. Solution: to remove autumn vines from a household, locate where the initial growth is coming from by inspecting the soil around the home for an extended red parent vine. Pull this vine out by the roots and burn it. Prevent autumn vine growth by making regular offerings of insects or meat substances to the ones beneath the soil. Right. Again, if you don't know who the ones beneath the soil are, you should check out the full playthrough. Now here we go. Here's a regular old pest, a bat. Is that what they sound like? Oh, learn something new every day. Bats are a general term for a variety of species of nocturnal flying mammals. Bats can be identified by their usually large ears, wings, and dark fur. Bats most commonly find their way inside the home during their hibernation period before winter. Homeowners with a bat infestation will commonly report sounds of scratching or flapping at night and sightings of small dry pellet droppings. Ugh. Bats are more dangerous than most household pets, given their pests, probably pets too, given their ability to fly, bite, and spread diseases such as rabies. Okay, I'm pretty sure rabies has a 100% fatality rate. They also commonly have associations with the ones above the soil, increasing the potential danger significantly. Bats are dangerous, stubborn, and difficult to remove safely and should not be removed without the help of professionals. Which I guess they're advertising themselves as professionals. Here's another one, bed bugs. Ugh. Nasty, nasty pest. Bed bugs. Bed bugs are small insects known for feeding on the blood of humans and other mammals, and their tendency to inhabit sleeping areas of the home. Homeowners infested with bed bugs often report itchiness and sometimes a delayed onset of rashes. Bed bugs are not known to transmit any dangerous disease, and are relatively harmless to humans. However, their presence can often attract other pests that use them as a food source. I did not know that. Bed bugs have developed a resistance to the majority of common pesticides. Really? And are therefore quite difficult to remove. It is advised to utilize... Okay, they keep advertising themselves at the end here. And back to the weird stuff, the bed hag. This one... I'm pretty fascinated with the bed hag. Let's go ahead and listen to a sample. This is what a bed hag would sound like. You're in your bed, and one of these things is under your bed while you're sleeping. Oh my God. If I heard that, I would not be able to get a second of sleep that night. Bed hags are large humanoid creatures with an elderly, woman-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatuses. Homeowners infested with bed hags will sometimes report croaking or wheezing sounds at night, or the feeling of a heavy weight on their chest. Danger. Bed hags are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems such as asthma may be adversely affected by their presence. Bed hags are known to steal the breath of their sleeping subjects at night, causing a shortness of breath and sometimes sleep paralysis. Bed hags can in fact be beneficial to a home, as their presence can frighten off other pests such as various insects or mice. In the cases where a bed hag is undesirable, it is advised to utilize the pest removal services. So, if you have sleep apnea, maybe you just have a bed hag. Just kidding. Bed teeth. Okay, just a set of teeth sitting there chilling in your covers. Bed teeth are a rare kind of household fungus known for growing in small cone-like shapes on the underside of bed sheets, blankets, or comforters. Homeowners infested with bed teeth often report mild discomforts when sleeping, such as tickling or itching, and more rarely slimy acidic residue on their skin. It's a fungus. Okay. Bed teeth are not directly harmful to most humans given their brief sleeping schedules. However, they tend to gradually grow sharper over time if left untreated, which can lead to infections in the open wounds they cause. Imagine having to go to urgent care for an infection, and you tell the doctor, oh, I just got a set of bed teeth. To prevent the growth of bed teeth, bed sheets and blankets should be washed regularly. I mean, that goes without saying. And inspected for rare, more persistent growths. Infested covers should be scrubbed thoroughly or disposed of entirely. Interesting. Here we have the bees. Back to some normalcy here. Yep. That definitely sounds like bees if I've ever heard them. Bees are small matriarchal flying insects known to build large hive structures in high places, often in trees, attics, or roofs. They obey their queen. Homeowners infested with bees sometimes report buzzing, stings, or frequent bee sightings. Bee stings, in addition to being painful, can lead to injury or even death in cases where members of the home have an allergic reaction to bee stings. Bees can also attract the attention of larger, more dangerous pests. Really? They can? Like what? Like a bear for the honey? Solution. To remove bees from a household, one must first locate the hive. Once found, do not attempt to remove a hive by hand until the bees within are put to sleep or killed. And then they advertise themselves again. Have you ever seen those videos on social media where, I know there's this one woman who she'll go to homes and remove, like it's all about saving the bees. And she removes bees, she finds the queen, puts it in a new spot, all the bees move, and she's like bare-handing these piles of bees, not getting stung. Always fascinated me. Black mold. Yeah, this is some nasty stuff, for sure. Black mold is a common household fungus known to grow in moist, warm locations. It appears frequently as small black spots. Homeowners with black mold infestations frequently report a musty smell, allergic reactions, or breathing problems. Black mold is not immediately dangerous to humans, but enough of it can cause damage to household integrity, making it a long-term danger. It's also known to cause allergic reactions or breathing problems. And it can be removed with regular cleaning supplies and maintenance, and can be prevented with good ventilation in high moisture areas of home. For more serious infestations, use the HSH. Now this is where we start to get to some very dangerous territory, everybody. This is a boggart. Hear that? Shuffling around. That is so creepy. Okay. That is easily the scariest audio sample we've had so far. Boggarts is the general term for a metamorphosized hob. We'll learn about a hob later. They're large, hairy humanoids between 6 to 7 feet tall and bear fairly convincing false faces. They're known for causing household accidents such as flooding, fires, or electric outages. They also frequently observe their targets while they sleep. Oh my god. Boggarts are extremely dangerous to humans and pets due to their malicious nightly household activities, which we heard in the audio, which can often cause injury or death. They also react very violently when they see humans, but thankfully these instances are rare as they excel at staying hidden. Do not under any circumstances refer to an active boggart by any name. Once you become aware of its presence, simply vacate the premises. Provided you do not speak of the boggart at any time, in any fashion, it will remain in its original location. Wow. Carbon monoxide. I didn't think there'd be an audio sample with that one. Okay. Carbon monoxide is an invisible and odorless poisonous gas that is produced whenever a fossil fuel is burned. CO buildup can be caused by poorly installed maintained stove and water heater appliances or a result of poor ventilation. Homeowners affected by CO poisoning will often report headaches, dizziness, or lethargy. Carbon monoxide can cause death in humans and pets with enough exposure. It is a deadly, serious threat, and homeowners should take precautions to prevent its buildup. Homeowners affected by the poison should vacate the premises immediately and seek medical assistance. To remove the poison from the household, all windows and doors should remain open until a CO monitor can confirm safe levels. CO monitors should be installed as a preventative measure and purchased from our website. Of course. Carpenter ants. That's kind of creepy too. Imagine hearing that in your walls. Carpenter ants are small insects known for nesting inside of wood. Homeowners infested with these pests sometimes report a faint rustling sound coming from their walls as the ants build their nests. Carpenter ants aren't dangerous to humans, but they are known to bite when threatened. They also are known to spread disease and can cause damages to homes they nest within. Common pesticides will kill carpenter ants, though due to how fast they breed, it's highly recommended to locate their nest first. And of course, use the HSH. Cellar Grotto. Is this just like a location? Okay, maybe not. What is that? Cellar grottos are large cave-like networks known to sometimes appear spontaneously in cellars and basements. What? Homeowners with cellar grottos will often report a bad smell coming from the basement, higher humidity in the home, and a noticeable increase in large beetles, frogs, and related pests. Cellar grottos can introduce a number of dangerous pests into the home, and the heightened humidity they introduce can cause warped floorboards, weakened foundation, and other hazards. Cellar grottos can be removed by finding their creator and presenting them with a gift of gold? What? Their creator often resides somewhere within the grotto's subterranean lake. For safety, bring spelunking and snorkeling equipment on your excursion, or consider utilizing the HSH. Okay, this is a cellar growth kind of along those same lines, and apparently it makes a noise. Is it an egg hatching? Cellar growths are a large species of fungi that are known to grow in dark, damp environments such as cellars. Man, just everybody get rid of your cellars. Homeowners infested with cellar growths commonly report a slimy residue, the sound of dripping or stretching, or strange glows coming from their cellar. If my basement's ever glowing, time to move. As cellar growths most commonly grow on ceilings, their weight can often cause duress to a home's foundation, and as such, their removal should be prioritized. The slimy residue they drip onto the floor can also be toxic to small mammals or human children. When in their infancy, cellar growths can be easily scraped off, and the affected area should be sanitized to prevent further growths. If a cellar growth starts glowing or pulsating, it is no longer safe to remove in this manner, and it is highly advised to utilize the HSH's fungal removal services. Is it gonna, like, explode or something? Well, okay. If it's glowing or pulsating, go ahead and give the HSH a call. Closet Labyrinth. This is kind of like the back rooms, I think. Very creepy stuff. I mean, look at that image. Haunting almost. Closet labyrinths are large twisting networks of tunnels that are known to occasionally appear inside of the closets or wardrobes of wealthy homeowners or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. Homeowners with closet labyrinths will often report missing clothes or the sound of distant cries coming from their closet. Okay, these labyrinths are incredibly easy to get lost in by design and can prove especially hazardous to homeowners carrying valuable items such as gold, precious silk, or rare spices on their person. They are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. If a closet labyrinth is discovered, it is advised to lock or blockade the entrance to prevent accidental entry and diminish the lure of the labyrinth's hidden riches. If it is absolutely vital a closet labyrinth be removed from a home, utilize the HSH. Yeah, I would want this thing gone. I mean, if this was in my home, I would want zero chance of someone ever getting into this. Let's talk about cockroaches. Cockroaches are small insects known to be common household pests. Homeowners with a cockroach infestation commonly report seeing droppings that appear similar to coffee grounds. Cockroaches are no immediate danger to humans, but are known disease carriers. They frequently inhabit kitchens and other areas used to prepare food, increasing the risk of disease. Cockroaches are resilient, fast breeders and are notoriously difficult to remove. The use of cockroach-specific pesticides that are deadly to humans is not recommended. Utilize the HSH. And here we go with our first hob. These are the guys that change into the boggarts we talked about earlier. There's many different types of hobs. We'll talk about them all. That's what they sound like? I see. Common hobs are the most common species of hob found in the household. They are small humanoid creatures with gray, burlap-like skin and small vertical tufts of hair on their head. They have no false face. They are known for their tendency to consume dust, dirt, and common sticky substances found on floors and dishes, cleaning them in the process. And they generally only come out at night. Hobs are not dangerous to humans on their own. If provoked, however, they are capable of mischievous acts. End. Metamorphosis. Hobs cannot be compelled to leave on their own once nested in a home. Instead, one should take measure to prevent provoking metamorphosis by leaving out a bowl of cream or milk at night. Okay. Desk hob. See, these guys just seem like cute little helpers. I think we could all use some hobs around our home. Help us clean when we're too tired after a long day. Just, hopefully they never change into something that can kill your entire family. Anyways. Desk hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known to inhabit desks, vanities, and other similar structures. They regularly like to tidy their homes and will frequently sort and order materials in the desk to their liking. I need a desk hob right here on my content creation desk. They're physically similar to other hobs, but are generally much smaller and have raspy, loose hair. They do not bear a false face. Desk hobs are not dangerous to humans if left unprovoked. Like any other hob, they can metamorphose. Desk hobs cannot be removed once they nest. To prevent further danger, measures to prevent metamorphosis should be taken as soon as possible. It is advised to leave breadcrumbs on the desk each night before going to bed. Give them some snacks. Okay, here is one of the creepiest entries in the entire game. This is Dorcha. There is one Dorcha. And I'm just gonna... They don't even really show what Dorcha looks like, but I'm just gonna read you the description, and you'll get a good idea of what's going on. Dorcha is the one who delivers. Homeowners experiencing Dorcha commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Dorcha will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorcha is otherwise harmless to humans that it does not seek. To be sought by Dorcha is to be found by Dorcha. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorcha, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Basically, there is no solution to Dorcha. The Dreamweaver. This is basically a big dream-eating spider. Dreamweavers are large spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They also are known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. They will only move into a household if no other spiders are present. Dreamweavers are parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. While this does not cause any direct harm to humans, it can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can often trap dust, pets, and children, causing further complications. To remove a Dreamweaver from a household, homeowners should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible in order to starve the creature and encourage it to find a new home. Dreamweavers will often attempt to induce sleep by ensnaring homeowners and injecting them with a sleep-inducing venom. Do not let them do this. This is a Fey feast, and you might not be able to see it, but it's this big mound on top of this table that they have. Fey feasts are mid to large size piles of various edible food substances, frequently including flour, cornmeal, and various species of fungi. They're known to appear near eating areas of the home. Feasts are not dangerous if consumed, but if left untouched, they can provoke more dangerous activity, or else its continued presence can attract other household pests, such as cockroaches or carpenter ants. I feel like they are dangerous if consumed. Like, you're eating raw flour and fungus? I don't know. Feasts are a sign of a hospitable presence, and as such should be consumed immediately once sighted to prevent provoking or offending the gifter. For maximum assured safety, all members of the home should partake in the feast. I'm not sure if we should listen to that. Gonna be honest. Fey flu. Oh man, that does not look good. Fey flu is a rare and dangerous disease commonly spread by household Fey. Symptoms of Fey flu include headaches, fever, eye discoloration, seeds taking root in skin pores, and blooming. Fey flu is rarely fatal, but it can have long-lasting effects on the lifetime health of an infected human. Long-term symptoms commonly include dizziness, fatigue, monocolored vision, deliriousness, and endless dreams. What does that mean, endless dreams? You never stop dreaming? There's no cure for Fey flu, however, one can take precautions against it by keeping a clean, Fey-free home. Interesting. False artifact. False artifacts are seemingly human-designed objects that can manifest suddenly inside a home. They're known for making gentle buzzing sounds that can usually only be heard by very young human children or small animals. Homeowners with false artifacts often report out-of-place objects or missing children or pets. False artifacts, while not a direct threat to adult humans, can pose a significant risk to small humans and animals. Should a child or pet be left alone with a false artifact, they are at risk of being encased within. Once encased, no noise made by the prey can be heard. While digestion can take upwards of several years to complete, starvation can be a more pressing concern. Once a Fey artifact has been identified, removal is as simple as physically moving the object out of one's home. HSH, Pest Removal Services, should be called to come and remove the object. Should a pet or loved one already be encased within, one can utilize a memory wisp to speed up the grieving process. So once they have encased something, that thing is gone. This is a false beat. It just looks like an old, moldy beet. False beets are creatures with a beet-like appearance that are known to trick gardeners into harvesting and eating them by disguising themselves among their vegetables. False beets are harmless unless eaten by a human, at which point they will take root in the human's stomach, feeding off its nutrients for its lifetime. This can cause digestive issues and potentially back problems over the course of the human's life. False beets only find themselves in gardens that grow beets. If you do not wish to contend with false beets, it is advised to avoid growing beets. A swallowed false beet cannot be removed without killing its host. Wow, that's actually extremely dangerous then. Oh my god. And what is with these false creatures? Is it singing? Is it singing? False flowers are long, slender creatures that vaguely resemble common household plants. They're known to take root in indoor potted plants, disguising themselves among the flowers. Homeowners often report hearing faint singing. False flowers are harmless if left to their own devices. However, if homeowners attempt to disrupt or remove them, they will often lash out by spraying a toxic chemical known to cause blindness or loss of sight. False flowers are not to be disturbed once they have taken root. Water regularly and try to notice their presence. Ignore their singing. So, if you have a false flower, you just now have a singing plant in your home forever, and you have to take care of it? Okay. This is a false rose bush. False rose bushes are large plant-like creatures that most commonly take on the appearance of a red rose bush. In places of roots, these creatures have two small humanoid feet that they use to chase down prey. Homeowners with false rose bushes sometimes report missing pets or children. False rose bushes pose incredible danger to homeowners with children or pets, as their diet consists of small animals. And they are known to be fast and efficient hunters. Homeowners without children or pets face a reduced risk, as they cannot swallow whole anything larger than themselves. To remove a false rose bush from a garden they have inhabited, it is advised to keep children or pets from venturing outside within its hunting range for an extended period. If a false rose bush goes more than 1 month without eating, it will move to a new territory on its own. So, I guess these are pretty used to getting prey then. That's kind of concerning. Floor roots. Okay, that's about what I thought it would sound like. Floor roots are tree-like brown roots that are known to grow upwards from the floor to wrap themselves around various objects or humans in their vicinity. Floor roots grow slow enough that they serve very little danger to awake and aware human adults. However, if not spotted quickly, they are a known strangling hazard for human children and pets while they sleep. Removal should be a priority in family households. Floor roots require something to wrap around before they will cease their growth, so it is advised to acquire dolls or similar human-shaped facsimile to give them a safer alternative. Place the dolls in the affected room and leave the roots alone for the night. By morning, the dolls and roots should be gone, and the room safe to inhabit once more. Make any repairs to the floor as needed, or utilize the HSH. Okay. Fracture hob. Again? What are they, like, chewing? Fracture hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known to cause cracks and fractures in the walls of the homes they inhabit. They are physically similar to other hobs in stature and size, with the exception of generally longer, wilder hair locks. They also bear a false face. Fracture hobs are not dangerous on their own, but the fractures and cracks they cause can lead to foundational issues in the house. Like any other hob, they are also capable of metamorphosing. I don't know why I struggle so much with that. Fracture hobs cannot be removed once they nest. To prevent further danger, measures to prevent metamorphosis should be taken as soon as possible. It is advised to leave out a slice of any kind of cheese each night before going to bed. These hobs really love little treats. Frozen pipes. Wait, like, is this just like how any house gets a frozen pipe? Frozen pipes are a common household hazard during cold seasons, characterized by the water inside pipes freezing and expanding, causing stoppages, cracks, and leaks. Homeowners with frozen pipes may report strange faucet smells, banging and whistling sounds coming from the pipes, or leakage. Frozen pipes can lead to bursting and water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. Homeowners suspected of having frozen pipes should utilize the HSH's plumbing services immediately. Prevention is key when cold season arrives. Homeowners are advised to ensure their home is sufficiently protected from the cold by checking seals, keeping the home above 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and running hot water through the pipes on a daily basis. Yeah, so that's just normal frozen pipes, and this is a normal gopher, I imagine. Yeah, that's a gopher. Gophers are small, brown, furry mammals with enlarged front teeth that are known for living in burrows. They can become a pest to homeowners when they choose to burrow on their property, commonly damaging gardens. Gophers are capable of biting humans and spreading deadly diseases such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. Do not attempt to approach a gopher directly. To evict gophers from their burrows, a variety of natural deterrents can be placed around your property. Growing plants that repel gophers, such as sage or thyme, can also serve to persuade gophers to move away from your property. For more persistent infestations, utilize the HSH. So, what would you guys rather experience? A gopher or the Horde? The Horde is an invisible, odorless collective. Wait. What? The Horde is an invisible, odorless collective consciousness that is known to collect and store quantities of common household refuse. So, the actual refuse itself is not the Horde. It's the consciousness that's doing it? The Horde's tendency to store vast quantities of trash in the home make them prone to spreading disease to the home's inhabitants. Rotten food, used syringes, and rusty metal are among the more common household hazards that can be introduced by the Horde's presence. Once introduced to a home, the Horde will continue to gather and hoard their treasures indefinitely. It is advised to sell one's home at the first sight of the Horde's presence to make the relocation process go over more smoothly. To prevent the Horde from gathering in one's home, it is advised to keep one's home as tidy as possible as to not attract the Horde's attention. The introduction of a hob to the household can often assist in this process. So how do I go about getting a hob? And do I want to risk getting a bogart? Bogart? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. House fires. Just a house fire, okay. House fires are rapid combustion reactions that can occur inside a home. They're often caused by accident when cooking or on purpose by more malicious household pests. Homeowners affected by house fires commonly report the smell of burning. Yeah, okay. That checks out. House fires can cause severe damage to a human's skin, such as burns, and can even result in death. It can also produce carbon monoxide, which is deadly to humans. As such, its removal from a home should be made an immediate priority. To remove a house fire from a home, one can utilize specialty equipment, such as fire extinguishers, to snuff out the flames, or else large enough quantities of water. For large fires, it's advised to exit the home and utilize the HSH's fire removal services, or, call the fire department. Man. HSH is just always trying to advertise themselves. Housefly. And we've all heard that before. On a summer day, you're trying to relax, and you got that in your ear the whole time? Yeah, we've all been there. Houseflies are small flying creatures that are known to commonly reside inside homes and frequently surround those whose death is impending. Homeowners afflicted with houseflies commonly report buzzing sounds and thoughts of decay. I don't know about that last part. Houseflies are no immediate danger to humans, but are known disease carriers. They frequently inhabit kitchens and other areas used to prepare food, increasing the risk of disease. They can be removed with common pesticides, or, of course, you can call the HSH. But what if you have house spiders? Now, is this a specific type of spider? Or are there, is this just a blanket term for spiders in the home? House spiders are small, 8-legged creatures that commonly nest near or inside homes. They're known for building sticky thread-like webs to trap small flies or other insects, which they use for food. Homeowners commonly report web sightings. House spiders can bite humans when threatened, but their venom's not strong enough to harm a human, and they will often keep to themselves if left to their own devices. Their tendency to eat flies, bees, and other pests make them an excellent pest deterrent, and their presence keeps some larger pests from moving in. House spiders can be removed with common pesticides. A kobold. Is that like a little doggy thing? He's got like a little doggy head. I don't even know what to make of that. Okay. Kobolds are 5-foot-tall humanoid creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make them their home. Homeowners infested with kobolds will sometimes report broken floorboards. Kobolds are harmless to humans until they are discovered. at which point they will often lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or even death. If discovered, kobolds will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Do not ever enter a kobold's home. One should not attempt to remove a kobold from their home. It is strongly advised to hire professionals and utilize the HSH's pest removal services. It sounds like that probably is the best plan here. This is a lamp sprite. Now, this is a little hard to see, but you can see kind of like a shadow right on the lamp, and I think that is the sprite itself. Lamp sprites are a common subspecies of sprite that make their homes inside lamp fixtures. They're known for causing the lamps they inhabit to flicker or burn hotter, sometimes causing a burning smell in the home. Lamp sprites are not dangerous to humans until provoked. Do not, under any circumstances, turn off the lamp or attempt to reach your hand inside the lamp when actively inhabited. Lamp sprites will leave on their own once their lamp of choice goes out on its own. At this point, they will attempt to seek out a new lamp. To prevent a lamp sprite from rehoming itself, ensure all household lamps are turned off until the expiration period. When the lamp sprite fails to find an active lamp, it will leave the home on its own. So that one seems pretty manageable. In fact, they don't even recommend calling the HSH for that. Seems like most people will be able to get rid of that on their own. But can you get rid of a laundry gnome? Oh my god. Is it in the washing machine? Laundry gnomes are a subspecies of gnome with thick, fiber-like fur. They can fold their bodies into various shapes and often resemble dirty towels. Homeowners with laundry gnomes often report loud rattling or banging sounds coming from their washing machine and missing socks. Laundry gnomes pose no direct threat to humans, though their lifestyles often lead to broken washing machines or dryers, which can occasionally cause small floods. Water damage can lead to further problems in homes, such as laundry, and as such, laundry gnomes should not be left to their own devices. Laundry gnomes will move on from a home if they are no longer permitted to enter a washing machine. Great care should be taken to inspect each and every piece of laundry before washing. And this is a leprechaun. Whoa. Wait, listen to that at the end again? This is also not what I expected a leprechaun to look like. Lucky Charms lied to me. Leprechauns are small humanoids covered in long brown hair that are known for consuming common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, and other precious metals. In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances if they are not properly protected. Additionally, leprechauns can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implants, such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. So they just eat metal and jewelry. What? Leprechauns will move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food, but more proactive means of removal require physical capture. If immediate removal is desired, it is recommended to utilize the HSH. Now, this is the memory wisp that they were referring to earlier when they were talking about using one to speed up the grieving process. Note, due to clerical error, the audio sample provided above is incorrect. This issue will be corrected by the end of the month. So what is this audio sample? That's unsettling. Memory wisps are invisible and odorless household wisps that are known for removing memories from the home and its homeowners. Homeowners infested with memory wisps will often report missing pictures, photo albums, and the inability to remember the faces of loved ones. They're not a danger to the physical health of humans. However, their ability to affect human memory can sometimes lead to household accidents or reckless activity. They will move out of the house on their own once they have stolen away the inhabitants' memories. There is no need for further action. I see how that would speed up the grieving process, though. Mice. You guys ever had any pet mice or pet rats? I used to have pet rats when I was a kid. Mice are small, worthless rodents commonly found in the household. Why do we have to say worthless? Just throwing in an insult there. Homeowners with a mice infestation commonly report gnaw marks, small round droppings, and sounds of squeaking. Mice are capable of carrying any number of diseases, so they serve as an indirect danger to most humans, and should be dealt with immediately. Common removal methods for mice include the use of pesticides, the introduction of a house cat to the household, and various kinds of bait traps. These can prove effective for small populations, and if you have a large one, you guys know. HSH. Mirror nymph. That is a very creepy image. Especially seeing something like that out in the forest. That would be horrifying. Mirror nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are known for stealing the likeness of homeowners and passerby. They are generally small, faceless, and voiceless humanoids carrying a large mirror that they beckon others to look into. Homeowners afflicted by mirror nymphs commonly report not being able to recognize their own face. Mirror nymphs, although a nuisance, are not a direct danger to humans. They'll wander into different locations provided nobody looks into the mirror. Affected homeowners can restore their likeness by catching the mirror nymph and breaking its mirror with an iron implement. Does it have to be iron? This is a mole. Is that what they sound like? Moles are small, dark brown furry mammals with pointed pink muzzles that are known for living in deep burrows. Their burrows tend to look like volcano-shaped mounds, and they are known to eat insects. Moles are capable of biting humans and spreading deadly disease such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. They also have close relations to the ones beneath the soil. Check out the full playthrough, which can cause further danger if provoked. Moles are persistent and cannot usually be persuaded to leave on their own. However, moles can be trapped and removed manually using a variety of common humane mammal traps. Warning: never kill a mole. Why is that a warning? Okay. Neighbor's doorway. It's just an empty door frame. Neighbors' doorways are doorframe-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They are known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as parallelism. Neighbors' doorways do not cause any direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, the resulting parallelism will often result in unwanted household activity, such as altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the human who comes through the other side. Neighbors' doorways are tricky to remove without accidentally putting one's body through them and potentially triggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilize HSH's doorway removal services. One can prevent neighbors' doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternate life paths. They have a doorway removal service? Night gnome. Oh my god, imagine that looking through your window at night. Is that it breathing? Night gnomes are small, hairy creatures with pointed heads. They are known for their tendency to enter the sleeping quarters of humans to watch them while they sleep. Homeowners affected by night gnomes frequently report sighting them in the middle of the night or report heavy breathing sounds during late hours. Night gnomes are not known to be deadly to humans, but those who suffer from heart conditions should consider wearing sleeping masks to prevent being startled by their presence. Night gnomes will move on to other homes if they become bored or restless by your inhabitants' sleeping activities. There is no guarantee, however, that they will become bored by you if they find your sleep sufficiently entertaining. This is a night wisp. What? What did that say? That's definitely not just a noise, it's saying something. Night wisps are a subspecies of wisp in the form of bright floating lights. They're known to hover outside windows at night while whispering promises of wealth and good fortune. They're not dangerous to humans unless listened to. Refrain from listening to their whispers and following their directions. They'll move on to other homes after a week or so if they're ignored consistently. It's advised to drown out their whispers with music or wear sleeping masks to prevent disruption. I wonder what they're telling you to do. Pipe growth. That's the pipe? Pipe growths are a type of fungus that are known for making home inside damp tube-like structures such as pipes. Pipe growths often grow slightly larger than the pipes they inhabit and will therefore clog the pipe indefinitely until their removal. Pipe growths are known to make loud bubbling digestion noises after they eat a full meal. Eat? Pipe growths are known to attempt to eat anything that comes inside their domain. Most commonly, accidents occur when a human child attempts to reach their hand inside their home. Do not attempt to reach your hand inside an active pipe growth home. They are otherwise harmless to humans. To remove a pipe growth from its home, it must be offered a replacement. Any common PCP pipe will suffice. One should garnish the insides of the replacement home with an assortment of meat juices and insects. Place the replacement home near one of the pipe's openings and leave it overnight. The following day, the pipe growth should be moved into its new home where it can be safely relocated away from the household. That actually makes sense. You basically trick it into leaving. This is a pipe hob. Oh, I was about to say, it just sounds like dripping. Pipe hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for making homes inside tube-like structures, such as pipes. They bear no false face and are much smaller than most hobs. They will commonly emerge from their home at night and consume any dirt, grime, and hair in the surrounding area, cleaning it in the process. Need me a hob. Pipe hobs are not a direct danger to humans, but their physical presence can sometimes cause leaks or clogs over time. If provoked, they're also capable of mischievous acts and metamorphosis. Pipe hobs cannot be compelled to leave on their own once nested. Instead, one should take measures to prevent provoking metamorphosis by leaving out a clipping of hair near their homes at night. This is a puka. Oh my gosh, the way the dog is standing, staring at the camera is so creepy. And I remember this entry as well, and this has a very creepy origin, I guess. Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit homes in the shape and likeness of a household pet. They're known for their tendency to replace common pets, such as dogs or cats, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Pukas are relatively harmless to humans, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind can over time create other pests and disease hazards within the home. A foul smell signifies decay, and the discarded body should be found and removed immediately. Pukas can be discouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. They thrive on the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. So if all of a sudden one day, your house starts smelling badly, and your pet is acting off, little Buster isn't acting as little Buster normally does. He's standing on two legs. He's staring at you for prolonged periods of time. You just might have a puka. This is a portal. Oh, that's pleasant. Portals are door-shaped openings to an outdoor location other than the homeowners, discovered most commonly in basements or underground cellars. Homeowners with portals frequently report cold drafts, strange dreams, and a strong desire to enter. Portals can introduce a wide variety of dangerous elements to a home and should be dealt with as soon as they are discovered. They can additionally cause drafts and introduce heating problems to a home. Portals should be sealed shut with wooden planks, bricks, or other common building materials. The seal should be airtight as to not allow for anything to come inside the home. It is advised to utilize the HSH. Aww. Little raccoon. Look at him. He just won something. He's holding his hands out. He wants a little treat. Raccoons are small, nocturnal mammals with gray and brown fur, known for their tendency to rummage through garbage cans or nest in attics. Homeowners infested with raccoons often report frequent garbage spills or clattering sounds at night. Do they go in attics? See, like, all of these pests that are actual real pests in real life, I'm learning so much about them. Raccoons are capable of biting humans and spreading diseases such as rabies, so caution around them is advised. Additionally, their feces can contain deadly parasites which, if accidentally inhaled or ingested, can cause progressive neurological damage to humans or eventual death. What? Raccoons are quite intelligent and thus quite tricky to remove from a home safely. Preventative measures include securing trash cans and blocking any potential outdoor access to attics. Or HSH. Rain nymph. That is so scary. So, like, can you hear me? Hello? The rain is coming down pretty hard. Rain nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are most active during rainstorms. They are faint humanoids with a glow in their eyes that often appear near windows and doors, asking to be let inside. Homeowners afflicted with rain nymphs often report flooding. Oh, in the top right! The top right of that picture, that's its eyes. I didn't even notice that before. I thought it was just the hand. The floods rain nymphs cause can lead to water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. They're very preventable, and that they're pleased to be let inside can simply be ignored. It's advised to stay away from doors and windows during rainstorms to avoid having to endure a rain nymph's various temptations and threats. And this is a reanimation. Basically, a zombie. Reanimations are any deceased remains of living creatures capable of moving on their own. Homeowners with reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home, and large holes in the ground appearing near or around the home. Reanimations are capable of spreading a wide variety of dangerous diseases and parasites deadly to humans, so close proximity or contact should be avoided at all costs. They're also commonly used to inflict direct violence against homeowners, and are incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. Reanimation's pursuit is slow but relentless, so relocation is not necessary or advisable. It is advised to contact any friends, neighbors, or strangers the homeowner may have recently sighted and make peace or bargain. Oh my. Seedling. This just looks like soil. Seedlings are small insectoid creatures about the size of an aphid. They're known for burrowing in outdoor planters or gardens, feeding off the roots of nearby weeds. Though their weed-killing lifestyle can make them useful for gardeners, seedlings are extremely territorial and react violently to anything competing for their food source. Never remove a weed from a seedling-infested garden. They are known to compel competitors to commit violent acts on themselves or others. To remove seedlings from a garden, one should not go near their established feeding grounds. Instead, one should use a hose, sprinklers, or small-range devices to overwater and drown out the seedlings from afar. This is a soap sprite. So basically a soap with little tentacles. Soap sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Soap sprites, despite their bacteria-eating lifestyle, are frequently known to spread diseases such as the Fey flu to humans who handle them, making them a serious household hazard. Soap sprites are easy to remove and dispose of by way of tongs or other grabbing utensils. Identifying soap sprites can be difficult, so it is recommended to not keep any bars of soap in the household to ensure they can be identified and removed as soon as possible. So basically, if you move into a new home, you might just want to go with liquid soap. Might not be worth it. This is a Spriggan. I can't tell if that was like chattering or a fart. I have no idea. Spriggans are small green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their bodies. They're seen rarely in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked, however. Homeowners affected by spriggans commonly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes and the feeling that the trees are watching them. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked. However, one can take precautions to prevent provoking one. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night, left in a clean dish on your porch. And then this is the sprig tree they were referring to. And you can kind of see the silhouette of a person sitting and the tree growing out of the body. Sprig trees are a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. Notice they said human, not animal. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. They are known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan. Sprig trees are incredibly deadly to those infected, and will result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. There is no cure for a sprig tree. The infected individual should be quarantined while any others occupying the household should vacate the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral service as needed for the affected individual. That is so dark. So if you're touched by a spriggan, slow and painful death. Sprig vines. Sprig vines are rapidly growing vines that are known to quickly consume a household and block off exits. They're often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. Sprig vines are not dangerous on their own and can be cut through with common gardening tools. However, their tendency to block exits can create struggles when needing to exit the house in a hurry, such in the case of floods, fires, or a spriggan in pursuit. Sprig vines will continue to grow as long as the spriggan that made them desires it. It is advised to vacate and rehome as soon as possible. This is one of my favorites here, the stair slug. Just a big old slug. Imagine opening your basement door and just seeing that on your steps. Oh my goodness. Stair slugs are large, dog-sized slugs that are commonly known to occupy stairwells and basements. Homeowners infested with stair slugs commonly report a slimy residue on steps or other household inclines. Stair slugs can be beneficial to a household as they frequently feed on other pests such as mice and hobs, but the slimy residue they leave behind can lead to dangerous accidents and slippage if not properly cleaned after. Should you wish to remove a stair slug from the household, one can simply surround the affected stairway with a thick barrier of salt. Do not attempt to apply salt directly. After the slug has dehydrated itself, you can dispose of the body. And this is a tea sprite. Ooh. Just a big bug in your tea. And he's drinking it. Tea sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known to feed off tea and tea leaf residue. Homeowners infested with tea sprites commonly report leaf-like droppings and sounds of fluttering near kitchens. They're not directly dangerous to humans, but they are also known to spread various deadly diseases, including the fatal Fay flu, and should be removed as soon as possible. They can be removed with various common household pesticides and traps, provided they are baited with tea leaves. To avoid future infestations, be sure to always clean teacups, kettles, and mugs after use. I have a bad habit of not doing that. Sometimes I just have a cup of tea right before bed. I leave it next to my bed. Shouldn't do that. Should go to my kitchen and scrub it right down. I don't want a tea sprite now, do I? Termites, back to some normality. Termites are small insects known for consuming decaying plant material, particularly wood. Homeowners with a termite infestation often report peeling paint, small holes in the drywall, or squeaky floorboards. Termites are harmless to humans by themselves, but the damage they can cause to a house's structural integrity can be deadly long-term, and should be removed as soon as possible. Termites can be removed using common pesticides, but the treatment must be thorough and destroy the entire colony. Otherwise, they will quickly repopulate and resume their activity. Of course, use the HSH. And these are ticks. Ticks are actually nastier than a lot of the other, fantasy entities or cryptids or whatever on this list. These guys are no good. Ticks are very small arachnids known to feed on human or animal blood and are most commonly found in tall grass. They latch onto their hosts, often unseen, and burrow their head into the flesh of their victim. Hosts will often report symptoms of illness such as fevers, headaches, and chills. Ticks are incredibly dangerous to humans thanks to their ability to directly spread various diseases to their hosts, such as Lyme disease, and their potential to provoke other more dangerous household pests. Although you can remove ticks once they have invaded your home with common pesticides, it is too late to prevent any diseases they have transmitted. Instead, prevent ticks from entering your household in the first place by treating the surrounding area with pesticides and keeping a tidy, weed-free lawn. Toilet hob. He's just kind of poking his head out there, just sitting in the toilet. Toilet hobs are a subspecies of hob that are known for homing inside of toilets. They bear false faces and have two separate clumps of wispy hair on each side of their heads. Like most hobs, they tend to clean their homes when they are active at night, keeping the toilets they inhabit nearly spotless. Toilet hobs are not dangerous on their own, but their physical presence within the toilet they inhabit may result in plumbing problems over time, such as leaks or clogs. Like any other hob, they are also capable of changing into a boggart. Toilet hobs cannot be removed once they nest. To prevent further danger, measures to prevent metamorphosis should be taken as soon as possible. It is advised to leave an egg near the toilet each night before going to bed. Every night? He better start paying bills. Trash gnome. Oh. That's not a wig. That's a little gnomey guy. Trash gnomes are a subspecies of gnome with thick brownish gray fur, frog-like eyes, and large gaping mouths. They're known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds. At night, I guess basically a raccoon. Trash gnomes are highly territorial once homed. While their bite is not fatal, it can often lead to inconvenient and painful circumstances, such as the loss of a finger or nose, while attempting to discard trash or remove a trash bag from the receptacle. They're also capable of spreading deadly diseases to humans, such as rabies or even tetanus. Rabies. To prevent a trash gnome from homing inside your trash, it is recommended to not let trash in the home be idle for more than a day or two, as their noses are highly sensitive to the smell. To remove a trash gnome permanently, it is highly advised to utilize the HSH's pest removal services. But if you don't have a trash gnome, maybe you'll have a travel gnome. The Travelocity gnome. He's growling. Travel gnomes are a highly invasive subspecies of gnome that are known to stow away inside the luggage of unsuspecting travelers to introduce themselves to new households. They are found most commonly in highly forested areas of the globe. Travel gnomes can affect the household in various ways. They will often create expansive gardens inside their new homes, leaving soil, plants, and common outdoor pests in their wake. These gardens, in addition to introducing a variety of dangerous pests, can also create foundational problems in a home if they continue to grow unabated. Spraying pesticides and weed killer in the home can deter a travel gnome's gardening prospects, at which point it will wait for a new opportunity to travel to a better location. To encourage a travel gnome to relocate, one can invite others to stay at their household and create new opportunities for the travel gnome to stow away in visitors' luggage. Basically, they hitch a ride in the luggage. And this is a troll. These guys are very weird in the confines of this game. Trolls are giant 12-foot-tall nocturnal creatures that normally are not seen in the home. However, during the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with the troll will frequently report missing clothes or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they are startled, thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds. Their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through ceilings of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Do not ever approach a troll. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It is recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent future break-ins. And this, we have another form of fungi, this little notch on the top of this dog's head. And this is called the unicorn fungi. Unicorn fungi are a rare horn-shaped fungus that are known to grow on the heads of furry mammals and household pets. They often affect the animal's disposition, causing them to be drawn to the soil. Homeowners often report their pets furiously digging around or inside their home. Unicorn fungi are not directly harmful to humans, but they can often lead to other household problems such as broken floorboards, uprooted plants, or waking up other things beneath the soil. Unicorn fungi will go away after a few months on its own without treatment, but can also be treated with cryotherapy or removed surgically if removal needs expediting. To prevent unicorn fungi from developing, regularly bathe your pets, especially after any outdoor activities. This right here is one of the creepier ones we have, a warlock remnant. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left behind by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing warlock remnants often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflective surfaces. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves and are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can provide hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. Homeowners can purge the remnant from their home with the use of a Sealy stone, but the journey to receive one is both long and perilous, and not recommended. If a warlock remnant proves sufficiently hazardous or inconvenient, it is highly recommended for homeowners to simply relocate. Just give up the goose, and then let someone else move in? I wonder how that affects the property value of a home. Hey, we have a great property here, great neighborhood, plenty of space. We do have a warlock remnant that we can't get rid of though, so just throwing that out there. Here's a whistling fungi. Kind of beautiful, honestly. Whistling fungi are small mushroom-like growths with many small holes in their caps that frequently grow through drywall gaps and cracks. Homeowners infested with whistling fungi often report a dissonant whistling sound coming from their walls. Warning: if you ever hear whistling fungi singing in harmony, evacuate your home immediately. Whistling fungi are rarely dangerous to humans, but their growth can cause foundational problems. If whistling fungi ever sing in harmony, evacuate your home immediately and do not return for any reason. Otherwise, whistling fungi can be removed with common weed killers or by utilizing HSH's fungal removal services. To prevent a whistling fungi infestation, ensure there are no open cracks in your home. So, what happens when they sing in harmony? It just says leave your house and never return. But what happens? I guess that's the mystery. And this is a wine sprite. He's just there chilling in the glass here. Wine sprites are a subspecies of sprite that are known for consuming wine. They are small, large-eyed winged creatures with translucent skin that often appear red when they're feeding. They have long proboscis that they use to drink. Homeowners infested with wine sprites commonly report broken glasses and their wine having a rotten taste or a bad smell. Wine sprites are not directly dangerous to humans, but they are also known to spread various deadly diseases, including the fatal Fey flu, and should be removed as soon as possible. Wine sprites can be removed with various common household pesticides and traps, provided they are baited with wine. To avoid future infestations, be sure to always clean wine glasses and containers immediately after use. Basically, if you don't want sprites in your home, clean your stuff after you're done using it. Because no one wants Fey flu. And finally, the last entity, pest, whatever you want to call them, on the list. Wood secretions. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. There's little pink drippings coming out of the drawers in the desk. Wood secretions are a pink, viscous liquid substance that can sometimes form from wood that has been mistreated. It is known to drip from wood materials such as furniture or walls, causing a sticky, pooling buildup. They can be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh if ingested. Wait. They can be deadly to humans, causing a rapid translation of flesh if ingested. Keep animals and human children away from secretions at all costs, as its foul odor will be interpreted as a sweet, candy-like smell to them, making them particularly susceptible to accidental ingestion. Okay. This is way more dangerous than I thought it was going to be. Once started, wood secretions will continue indefinitely. To remove the hazard from a home, the offending wood should be replaced entirely. To prevent wood from entering the secretion stage, ensure good care is taken toward wood in the home, and refrain from scratching, knocking, or banging on wooden surfaces. Do not ever insult or shout at wood. What? So, can this just happen to any piece of wood in your home? Just be nice? Be nice to your desk? Be nice to your wooden spoon in the kitchen? Very dangerous, though. And that's the whole list. We just read through every single entry in the entire game from top to bottom. And my question now is, I would love to hear your favorite entity on the list, or the one you found the creepiest, the scariest, the most compelling. I would just love to hear your thoughts on this and whether or not you had a great time. I hope this was interesting for you. I hope this was relaxing for you. And as always, I love you guys very much. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.